Hey there! Welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. It's time for plot!
Advised me of the plan.
Good.
We found a back door into the Imperial base. I'll mark the route on your map.
It's time for us to go on a stealth
Should
mission.
be able to gain entry relatively easily.
I thought that was later.
Well, not an actual stealth mission, but a quote-unquote, we have to go through the back door.
Yeah, how stealthy.
Is this stealth in the same way it was last time, where you just drove to the side of the guards and they were too stupid to figure it out?
Yes.
Robots aren't particularly clever.
So, who is this Monica person?
I know I said it before, but I can't get over your tribal tat of a car.
Myself. She's one of my
I painted the car like this, like,
Dustin, who's
an
guarding
episode ago. It's just, it didn't really show up because
people we can count on
much in the car.
That would explain it.
I did end up making my own custom car in like a future episode that I've already recorded and edited, but we'll get to that. I promise it doesn't look like garbage. Also, we had to drive for like 30 seconds so we could come over here.
Oh god, are we harassing more giraffes?
No. I don't think we are, at least. It's been about like 2 weeks since I recorded this.
I just noticed those things have curved blades on their knees. Why?
How did you get here before us?
No, there's just infinite numbers of Monica.
Prince Noctis, please join the marshal up ahead.
She has 20 siblings, also named Monica.
Diversionary effort.
Also, her hair won't stop moving.
I'll see you guys later.
You go give him hell.
What is that stance?
It's the walking up a hill stance, I guess.
My walking up a hill to suplex Noctis stance.
Yeah, Gladio looked like he was just suffering an attack of IBS at that moment.
Anywho, it's time for us to hang out with our buddy Core.
Hooray!
Our buddy 50 levels higher than us, man.
I think he's only like level 30. Also, that was conveniently timed.
We launch our ambush, pushing out while support pushes in, crushing the enemy from both sides.
Man, Cole's got a really shitty beard.
Yeah, just a bit. Also, I'm checking all the corners to see if there's shit I'm missing. I'm very bad about that.
Do you think Core is short for like a regular name? Because when I look at him, I think that he's like, he should have a name like Dave. Do you think his name is like Corey?
Corbin.
Corbin?
I'm just trying to think of a stupid enough Latin name that it could be.
Coruso?
Courage, the cowardly dog.
Cortana.
Don't get used to it.
Damn it.
He's one of those dudes named Courtney? That's a name that you could just, you know, that anyone can have. You don't see it that often, but it shows up.
I forgot how OP your warp strikes were.
The Ragnarok is ridiculous, and I love it. But also, we're like double the level of the enemies in this area.
Thank you, side content.
Be alright on their own? Worrying will only compromise your focus.
Maybe it's like a name that's close to Core, like maybe he's like Cole.
He actually made a typo on his like job application, and he hasn't been willing to correct anyone since.
It's like, nah, this is actually, it sounds cooler. I promise I'll stop doing warp strikes at some point.
Yeah, when you ran out of MP, you stopped doing warp strike.
It's making combat last about 5 seconds, so I'm not complaining.
I really hate fighting in this area, by the way, because there's a bunch of
So it should be.
you that are really hard to get
Otherwise,
at.
they'll get in everyone's way.
Yeah, this game doesn't seem to handle vertical combat too great.
Doing, Highness.
I mean, the warp strikes help with that because they move you to the enemy, but it just seems like the camera doesn't really help you with it.
Anywho, we killed about, like, 12 robots. Wonder what they've done. How the hell?
See you again. All right on your end?
Right as rain. The Nifs couldn't take their eyes off.
A guy who throws daggers, a guy who can hardly fire a gun, and Gladio get into a fight. And somehow kill more guys than Core.
I mean, I think that Gladio could have done it himself. Oh, hi, Loki. This is Loki. He will never make sense.
But you won't survive what
This is also, like, his last major appearance.
It's also his first major appearance.
I like everyone talking about the legend of Core, but like he doesn't seem like a guy there'd be legends about.
Yeah. Also, for the record, Loki does show up, or did show up, in the Assassin's Festival. That weird, like, time-limited thing. But also, that's not particularly canon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Loki kind of seems like a standard arrogant pretty boy villain.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, but they normally would introduce that kind of villain before he shows up.
Also, that Gunpla looks like shit.
Take care of that. Roger that, Marshal.
That mech would look okay if it wasn't so spindly. It just looks like it hasn't been hitting the gym. Oh wow, that thing kind of fucked you up, huh?
Yeah. It also doesn't help that there's a billion snipers around this area that I forgot
Oh
about.
yeah. Oh yeah, the camera's so like panned out, you just can't see them.
Also, this is a good shot from Prompto. He somehow hit, though. I'm proud of you, my boy.
Nice one, Prompto.
No more fun again!
Prompto gets to sleep in an actual bed tonight.
Also, I keep forgetting to use it, but Core's like technique is actually good for this.
Is that the big jumping strike?
I believe so. It also helps that Core is actually leveled appropriately for this.
Nice one, Prompto.
Yeah, it's just kind of a fight against a big robot.
I cannot!
There is an actual strategy to fighting them. If you knock off the armor on their legs, they fall over like that.
Alright, boys, we're in the home stretch.
Oh yeah, I can see it's got vulnerable next to it. Does that mean it takes extra damage?
Yep.
Good.
No! No! Glory to the Empire!
By villain that we knew very little about.
Villain who showed up had a unique design, immediately got into a mech so he couldn't see the unique design, and then he blows up. And then somehow appears in the
I'll return to watch.
barely canon Assassin's Creed crossover thing.
Take care.
That takes place after this happens, so he didn't blow up.
Except he did, I think. I don't know, it's weird.
He got better, he went to hospital.
He disappeared.
His mech exploded so much that none of it was left.
He blasted into the sky like Team Rocket. It was very fast.
Ain't so bad out here once you get used to it.
Still a lot we haven't seen, though.
And a lot for us to do.
Yeah.
Buck up. We're just getting started.
Also, for the record, I'm a moron, and it took me until, like, a few days ago to realize that the Regalia's license plate is RHS-113 because it's Regis's car and he was the 13th king, or 113th king. Also, that's a good shot. Just a whole lot of pictures of robots. Also, how did Prompto get that shot? Wasn't he in front of... You know what?
Eludes death. And what of?
Oh, hey, it's movie guy.
Yeah, it's Aldercap.
Absconded with
It's Mr. the Emperor.
Kill her. The ring is the final piece.
He looks even more cartoonishly evil in this.
I don't know who two of the people in this shot are.
wield power beyond our imagination.
Who's versatile here? He never fucking shows up outside of this cutscene. And who's that guy who's... Like, I know who she is because she says it later. But the guy who's next to her, who's obscured right now.
She kind of looks like she escaped out of the Ninja Gaiden game.
She looks like she's from when this was Final Fantasy 13 versus... Or Final Fantasy versus 13.
Remain at large.
Fuck that up.
We're going to see a lot of designs like that, I assume.
Ben and I will continue our search for the prince and...
Yeah, I don't remember who the guy behind Ravis is.
Glorious. My crystal.
But, I don't know. Maybe we'll be seeing them in the future. Also, good camera work.
Look out, world!
I seriously doubt they will.
Maybe they show up in the DLC. I'm not saying anything.
Maybe they show up in a robot and then blow up. I won't just, completely remove that possibility.
Known for its wetlands. Really? Wetlands? There's also a chocobo.
New scenery is quite nice.
Yeah.
Further west lies the Clane region.
Also, I just noticed the cup noodle truck in front of us.
Oh.
Ram it off the fucking road.
Barring delay.
Well, no, it's going to Lestalin, where we could buy cup noodles.
If you ram it off the road, you get free cup noodles.
The same.
Let's go to Lestalin, the only major city in this game.
Whoa. That sounds way cool.
There's actually two major cities, but one of which we can't leave when we go there. So it's the only city in the hub world.
Time before we set out. I believe we have a solid lay of the land now. The driver's seat is yours, Noct. If you so desire it.
Hell yeah, let's go on a joyride. Except not, because I don't have a lay of the land enough to do that, and Ignis is real good at driving. Also, I'm trying to refuel, and it's just not working.
Now you needed to take a phone call first.
Noct?
Iris?
It's really you. So good to hear your voice. Everything's fine over here. We managed to make it to Lestalin.
Why would you call Noctis instead of your brother?
Why is the handler calling us in this game?
Yeah. Will do.
Shit, it is the same voice, isn't it?
Oh, fuck, it is.
Is that Iris? Can't even call her own brother.
In all fairness, yours wasn't the obituary broadcast all over Lucis.
What about me? She say anything about me? Did you see that sign? Chocobos! Chocobos!
No time for that. Need to get to Lestalin.
It's still ages away. Come on, just a quick visit.
You know what? Let's go find some chocobos.
Sure. Let's check it out.
How could you turn him down after that?
Awesome.
Like, I'm sure we still have to find our way to Alticia so we can marry Luna, but... birds, man.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to protract Gladius, Gladius, that would be a better name. Like, that'd be a real thing that exists. Gladio's reunion with his sister, you know, after their dad died and their house blew up.
Man, Iris does not give a shit about Gladio.
Oh, she really doesn't care. Well, I mean, admittedly, of the four, Gladio is the most invincible one of these two.
Yeah. But yeah, he's not dead. What the hell are you playing?
I don't no. I just kind of put the radio on and let it go.
I think this is the robot music Mr. Krabs listened to in that one episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like Iris could have heard a radio report about how the Regalia specifically flew off of a pier and exploded. And, like, it'd be like, oh, well, Gladio's still alive. I don't know about the other three.
Gladio's probably got some shrapnel in his arm, but I'm sure he's fine.
He just flexes it out.
Yeah, the region of Duske is really different from the previous region. It's very wooded. It's quite pretty.
Yeah, it's my favorite of the region.
It's a lot denser visually than the previous region was, because that was a lot of wide open Dust Bowl land.
Also, I like that the game is still giving us tips on how to eat food.
I mean, this is one of the best places to eat at in the game.
I'm talking about.
The kids got
if memory serves.
There are worse vices, I suppose.
One of the meals here that they serve gives you bonus XP.
We'd like to ride the Chocobos.
The Chocobos, huh? I hate to break this to y'all, but we can't permit our birds to leave.
Also, I think this is the only quest in the game where Prompto is the person who mostly talks, or, like, starts the conversation.
Prowling these parts of late. His scent makes our birds nervous.
Oh, we need to go beat up Deadeye Duncan.
We have no choice but to suspend Reynolds. But hold on now. Ain't you lads the hunters that have been making a mark? You reckon you could handle the likes of Deadeye? If you could bring the beast down, there'd be a reward in it for you. But knowing the danger, I wouldn't blame you for saying no.
We gotta accept the urgent quest.
Before that, though, trying to pick it up here. This is the most important accessory of the game. That you have to give specifically to Prompto. And it just makes it so he can take 15 photos instead of 10.
Wouldn't camera reel make more sense than a camera strap for that?
No, shut up.
Y'all still keep it on. My birds have all got...
So, the weirdest part about this is you have to actually take a hunt for Deadeye.
Best of luck to you.
Also,
what do you want?
Menus on the hunts are confusing, so I got kind of stuck.
I really like how excited Prompto gets for the Chocobos.
Yeah, it's real good.
He saw chips.
I really like Prompto in like this entire game, but this quest is more or less what cemented him as my favorite.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Also, it's a good-looking food.
It's a Chocobo Club sandwich.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the fact that he's selling Chocobo meat, though.
Come on down to the horse barn. Get you a horse meat sandwich.
Y'all come back soon.
Also, what does Chocobo taste like? I need to know this now.
Chicken.
It tastes like ostrich.
It looks like a chicken.
They're in a jiffy.
I assume it tastes like ostrich because they're both large birds that can kick you.
Something's amiss.
Oh no, it's Set Piece Monster.
Oh, it's kicking the shit out of those trays.
I guess this area is like a mini dungeon, because it's like a straightforward area on the map, but it doesn't actually clarify it as a dungeon. A wide variety of reasons, most of which are you don't get a royal arm at the end of it.
You do get chocobos.
Yeah, chocobos are very good to have.
Excuse me, Vortooth.
Look where you're going!
Yes.
Mean to do that?
Vortooth, okay.
We're not going to think about it.
The Prince of Pain!
Yep.
area is very foggy.
I can't get over Gladio calling him the Prince of Pain.
Yeah, it's so bad.
You're on fire today!
No big deal.
Good warp.
Yeah, that warp worked. That one worked.
Boy, not going so great. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the warps are weird sometimes.
Oh, that tutorial hint about damage seems a bit late, but okay.
Yeah, at some point I should probably turn the tutorials off, but oh well. Also, there's a thing over here. Okay. Not even anything interesting, it's just a horn.
I mean, normally you'd have to, like, break a monster's head to get that, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
2 Monster Hunter references in.
There's gonna be more of them. This is the most Monster Hunter E quest this game gets.
Yeah, kinda.
Too bad this quest isn't very good.
I've only played World, so most of these references will pass me by.
Also, I don't know, I think parts of this quest are alright.
Knock!
Like, I really like this moment here, but there's a bit immediately after this moment that I do not like.
Follow me, Noctis. We need to sneak into Grozny Grand.
Final Fantasy 15, The Phantom Pain.
Hold up.
I would say that Final Fantasy 15 would be more interesting if it was in the Fox engine, but then I remembered how boring the melee combat in Metal Gear Solid 5 was.
Yeah. Can't get over this thing's mohawk.
Yeah, it looks like Crash Bandicoot.
Wow!
I tell y'all about the fact that I didn't realize that Crash Bandicoot had a mohawk until I saw the collection where they, like, redid it. Or not in 3D, you know, like in better 3D.
Remastered it, yeah.
Non-ugly looking 3D.
That's an aggressive dog.
That's one fucked up rabbit.
The sequel to Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is weird. Also, it keeps coming up every time I think about this. They modeled Gladio's, like, the soles of his shoes with a whole lot of love, but you will never see them?
What's the bottom of an avatar's foot look like? Fucking Ignis sprinted by you there.
It's weak on the right. No eye, no horn. We'll stay in range until we can exploit its blind spot.
There's a whole lot of Vortooth stuff here.
Yeah, those creatures leaving so many like items around. It's kind of hard to swallow for me.
Shut up. I'm cutting that joke.
Wow, censored again.
Also, I got stuck again. Somebody pointed out online, I can't remember who it was just a Reddit comment, but Noctis walks kind of clunky because his leg got busted up when he was a kid, which didn't even cross my mind to think about.
Oh, that's really a nice touch.
I thought he just walked real clunky because this game is jank.
Well, I mean, just because, like, his...
We've got the beast in our sights.
Animation, you can kind of tell he puts, like, more weight on one leg than the other.
Yeah.
I mean, he does, but did you see Ignis run real fast for no reason earlier?
Yeah, the only other game that I can remember doing something a bit like that was in the Mad Max sandbox game, where if you took a big fall, Max would limp and you wouldn't be able to, like, jog or sprint afterwards. Because he has a brace on his leg.
So here's a stealth segment that I messed up because I was trying to get cover on the rock and then I rolled out.
Oh, it literally makes you start over. Good.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So let's try this again.
I mean, just put on McGilly, man, so it'll be way easier.
This really isn't a game that's made for stealth.
No, it is not. Thankfully, if you stay behind him far enough, you don't need to really, like, hide behind rocks or anything.
It's really not made for stealth, which is why it makes you do stealth sections like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, the only mandatory one, though, they did add a thing to play as different characters through that segment, so that is 100% what we are doing, because stealth sucks!
Yeah, the main thing I know about this game is that everyone fucking hated that stealth section. Though I did hear that the patches eventually did fix that up.
Yeah, but, like, that's still like an hour and a half of sneaking around an area full of dudes while the villain constantly taunts you every 30 seconds. With, like, 1 of 5 recycled lines. So, we're just gonna do the other one. But that's, like, way in the future. Stealth segments.
Yeah, not much to say about them. So let's do an LP where we have to talk over stealth segments. We should LP Thief the Dark Project next.
I've just noticed that thing has got like a fin across its back, and I don't see why, because it's not fucking aquatic in anywhere.
Because it looks cool.
Does it though? Does it really?
No.
Just go back to your fucking cave, Christ.
Yeah, why is it moving so slowly now?
Has it got depression or something? Christ.
Anywho, I think this is the end of the segment. Yeah, there we go. Now it's finally going fast. No shit, really?
It's a good idea to fight this thing in its leg, because animals don't fight harder when you corner them.
Well, I mean, no, when it gets back to its lair, it's gonna try to sleep, and then we can just put a bunch of mega barrel bombs around its head and then blow it the fuck up.
All in a day's work.
How did they get on the other side of this before you?
How is Ignis already... Why is he sprinting?
He's the fastest man alive.
Ignis, get back here, you idiot.
Jesus, Ignis.
Ignis watched a whole lot of Sonic Underground, and now he's, like, really hyped.
Nobody nobody has ever gotten hyped to Sonic Underground, and you know
that
it.
intro is great.
Man, it's hot.
Then lose the jacket.
That came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Big enough for you?
Also, we get this strategy. We're not going to use it because fire or magic in this game kind of sucks. And also, I forgot to equip magic.
Yeah, it is actually really effective if you use it. It knocks a big chunk of his health off.
So, is the tactic of smacking him in the side of his face where he has the broken horn, does it actually do more damage?
No, you would think like, oh, it's blind there, it's mentioned that it's blind and that we can hit it in its blind spot, but it doesn't like do blind spot damage unless you hit it in its ass.
Oh boy.
Count on it!
Also, it kind of got trapped on us. Whoops.
Watch out for that hip check.
Like, everything about this fight with Deadeye feels like a tech demo.
It kind of was, because this was the content from episode Duske, the tech demo.
One time! Are you over-leveled, or is he just not that tough?
The latter. We're only level 6. We are actively leveled for it, I believe. Also, good job, Prompto. You shot it in the foot.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing, Prompto.
Ouch. Still not dead, though.
My pleasure.
Yeah, that fight is deceptively easy.
Well, AAA all around. Not bad. So does getting a high combat rank get you more experience?
I don't think so. There's like items you can equip if you got one of the DLC packs, so you get extra AP
Basking in our hard
A plus in any of those. But as far as I can tell, it doesn't like affect how much experience you get at all. Also, sweet slide, Noctis.
I appreciated Noctis smacking down that sheet metal with his face.
Busted that fucking wall completely a bit. Like, he must have been inspired by City Escape.
Also, there is a long-ass walk, so I'm just gonna cut it.
You boys did it. You took down Deadeye. The area's safe again, and we owe it all to you. On behalf of the locals, I give you my heartfelt thanks.
So, about the Chocobos.
Our birds are at your disposal.
Yeah, now I can go back to slaughtering them to make more burgers for y'all.
Glad to see y'all made it back in one piece.
The camera pans over and it's just a giant hideous battery farm.
Come on, Noct! Let's go for a ride!
So, the Chocobo rental system is neat. You pay $50 per day. You can call them whenever. Like, the more you walk around with them, the more they level up, which will do different things, like speed them up, give them more stamina. Eventually, you will level up the Chocobos enough that they can show up when you just have them rented as a link strike.
Did that Chocobo just neg knocked? It seemed like he awkwardly tried to pet it and it just ignored him.
This'll really fatten you up.
Duh, it's Fat Chocobo feed.
Take a shot.
We have to.
Now it's picture time. Let me get this shot. Oh, love the lighting.
Take note of the fact that it's only us here.
Also, that Prompto loves the lighting. You know, this lighting of it's about sundown, but the store you're in front of hasn't put its like nighttime lights on yet, so it's dark and it looks like shit.
Now, welcome to the Chocobo Post.
So you can customize your Chocobo, you can change their name, their color, give them medals and such. We're just going to quickly go through over that. Also, yes, we're naming the Chocobo Chocobart. You can change everybody's personal Chocobo's colors if you so desire. I didn't feel like it at the time because I didn't want everybody running around with a white Chocobo.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah. Chocobos. Love them birds.
Better than the car.
Yeah, but they don't go as fast as the car, so...
No, but they can go off-road and jump over things.
Gross.
That's a fair point. The car cannot do that.
Also, for all the points in this game where you don't have a car, Chocobos are good.
Yeah. And they're better than walking, anyway.
That's a decent photo.
Perfect timing.
Sometimes in the combat how did you take that? How did you take that?
Boy, that fog didn't help the lighting at all.
You just took a picture of a picture.
The gang's all here, see? Us?
I love that Noctis is just slightly out of frame.
And also, Gladio is kind of covering Ignis's face in it.
Anywho, now that we're done with the Chocobos, we can finally continue on to install them.
We can finally not ride them and go do other things.
We'll ride them eventually.
Ready for more?
Probably.
You bet.
Let's hit it.
I know I do a lot when like running from side content to side content, but I don't remember if I actually showed it off at all.
Is this LP gonna feature the Chocobo racing?
Maybe, because it's not particularly fun.
But you gotta be better than Iris at Chocobo racing.
Man, that gas tank just is not going down. When's the last time we actually even filled it up?
End of last episode? Like before we went off to visit Dave. So yeah, that's probably a solid like 8, 9, 10 minutes. Dropping around with it. And there's even more like fuel can update or upgrades.
Fuel can update. Still got fuel.
Gotta update the firmware of my fuel can.
Crude oil is now refined.
We've reached
What the fuck are those?
crossing.
Wow.
Bullets, I think they're called?
Going.
We could always
Right there.
follow them and find
They're
out.
stopping right there.
Where do you think they're going?
Do we have to walk?
Also, some of these driving songs are pretty alright. I just kind of prefer to use tracks from, like, other Final Fantasy games most of the time. So let's go fight these weird turtles.
Let's go kill these animals that didn't do anything to us.
Ooh, head bashing. One shot.
Head bashing, says Prompto, and then he shoots a gun a whole lot of people.
Also, I think when he, like, fanned his gun there, he missed every shot. Because I didn't notice any damage numbers coming off of the enemy he was firing at.
Good job.
These things seem more annoyed that you're killing them.
Nice work, Gladio.
Yep.
Gladio!
So I kind of got hit during that animation, and then now I'm just kind of off dying.
Well, they never really stopped hitting you once that landed.
Any ideas?
I
keep seeing all these cars passing. I just keep wondering, what do these people make of you three idiots killing these turtles?
I mean, they're probably just like, oh man, there's the hunters doing the hunter thing.
Hey, Ignis! Instructions!
I don't know why I use this.
Even our best
past.
Now with that attitude...
I feel like they drive past this and they go, at least they don't look as dumb as the king's slaves.
Better be done.
Also, I'm more interested in the fact that the same red car has passed by us like 4 times during this fight.
Maybe they're really into this.
Try it.
I think Ignis went a little cross-eyed there. Anywho, now that we've killed some innocent monsters.
Time to get back in the Bone Mobile.
Everything in order?
Yep.
I will have you know it's called the Beast.
That is a vehicle that you would see tattooed on someone who isn't going to make it through the NXT Performance Center.
There's that car again.
The song sounds like like your local news's morning show that follows the news. This is their intro music is what's playing in this car right now.
I might have asked before, but is Ebony really all that good?
Yeah, probably.
I've answered before, but...
It's either that or like a song from Outrun. This all fits in the same soundtrack as Magical Sound Shower.
Don't you want to get a shot of you in the meteor?
No.
Sure, let's go take a photo, buddy.
Damn it.
Why not?
Yay! Let's go!
But first, we gotta,
That's going.
Just gonna take a swig. So,
hey,
we kind of hit an issue of Ignis not allowing us to turn, and also we can't stop or anything. As you may see, everything is kind of grayed out except for our radio access.
Yeah, this is pretty great.
Now then.
Let's regain our focus.
I was sitting there for like 5 minutes waiting for that to end, and eventually I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut to like an autosave.
I think Ignis was having a nervous breakdown.
Hey, it's a worse version of the Chocobo theme than the one that is in this game.
Should be a nice change.
Damn it, this sounds good. I will fight you.
So, is this photo op just going to be a photo op, or is it going to be some more, like, time-wasting bullshit?
Nah, anytime Prompto's just like, hey, do you want to go take a photo? You just go to that area and you take a photo.
Good.
I tend to do them, though, just because I really like making Prompto happy.
I do them so that when you drive past the place, Prompto doesn't say, do you want to do this photo op every time.
That's a good one.
Love the lighting.
Yeah, I don't know what Noctis was doing with his arm there, but I'll keep it.
Yeah, keep that photo op of you at the Magic Kingdom, except what if the Magic Kingdom was made out of rocks?
Just gonna teleport it to our car.
Yes.
Off we go.
Yes. Noctis gets his photo taken like I get my photo taken, and that's not a compliment at all.
Oh, hey, it's a different red car.
So, Nox, I've been taking pics of whatever catches my eye, but what do you want to see?
Do you take pics of the ground?
What does it matter?
Do you take pics with the lens cap on?
I kind of wish that, like, at the start of the game, you would just get pictures of Prompto, like, having really off focus and stuff like that, just so it kind of feels more organic when he's taking better photos near the end of the game.
Yeah.
Also, we'll listen to your damn Nier song.
Before, but is Ebony really all that good?
Obnoxious, you asked about a minute ago.
That was in an alternate dimension where we got stuck crashing into the car. Or crashing the car.
The one where Noctis doesn't finish his quest because they just die of starvation on that highway.
I mean, I think that would have gone on until eventually the Regalia ran out of durability and exploded, at which point it's game over. Like, you don't have an option to get it repaired or anything. It's just, nah, it's game over, man.
There is literally not another car like this.
My hair's getting wet. Put the top up.
Prompto. Semi-interesting fact, or I guess thing the game doesn't flat out tell you. If you hold down the right stick, I don't know if you the keyboard controller, you can put the top up whatever, and that'll actually make the boys stop talking to each other.
I wish I'd known that.
Oh good, there's a passive-aggressive car mode.
Also, yes, the top of the car has a spine on it now.
I think I said this in the last episode, that this is like you just turned... It's like Randy Orton turned into a car.
I don't know, but gym bags seem pretty alright so far.
If you turned AJ Styles into a car, would it, like, be really hard to drive around the world? Would you fall off the side when you get to the board?
It's not going to go up hills, that's for sure.
Yeah, if you get the AJ Styles car, if you try to go up hills, the car explodes.
Wonder where we'll end up.
For those who don't care about wrestling, AJ Styles is a flat earther. I feel like I should preface that.
We haven't explained all of our other references. Why are we explaining AJ Styles?
Yeah, because the rest of them are Monster Hunter, and we did mention Monster Hunter.
I'd like to see where it leads.
Also, the flat Earth beliefs are the least objectionable things about AJ Styles' beliefs.
Good job, Ignis. You fucking hit that guy.
Damn it, Ignis. Now we owe that guy 200 gil.
Cool. Yeah.
Any chance sleeping in a nice room tonight?
Yes, I'm certain we can secure suitable accommodations nearby.
Before we do that, though, I want to take a look at this big rock.
Take a shot from here.
Good call.
Now let's get a picture of the big rocks from further away.
Oh, love the lighting.
Well, at least this time the lighting is decent. On that note, though, we're going to stop here. But, thanks for... Damn it, Prompto! I'm trying to finish the damn episode. You get in my way. See you all next time, folks.
See ya.
For more Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Bye, folks.